Hello, everybody. Hello, people. I'm here again for one more edition of this wonderful project with my brother from another mother, one of the most incredible and talented people that I've ever met along the way on YouTube and also in life. Gino, how are you today?
Thanks for the kind words, brother. But I think there's a lot of YouTubers who are a lot more talented than me, brother. Particularly when it comes to editing and stuff. But
Yeah,
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. How are you?
mhm. I'm great. I'm doing great. I'm finishing my holidays. On Monday, I'll be back to my insane schedule. Thank God.
How have you been passing your days? Because you've not been at work. What have you been up to?
I've been lying around watching television, talking to people, talking to my
Good, good.
family, to my kids, and that's how I spent 1 week off, you know. Because I am a workaholic, I can be no more than 1 week off from work. Yeah. So,
Start having withdrawal symptoms.
yeah, yeah. So today we're going to talk about expressions when we are going through something bad, going through something that's annoying us. And I have picked some, and I believe you did the same.
Yeah, I've got
You
some.
know?
This was actually harder than I thought it was gonna be
Yeah,
because when I
yeah,
when I came up with the topic
yeah,
idea, I
yeah.
thought, oh, it'd be easy to think of that, but
Hmm.
when I actually sat down
Yeah,
to think of things,
yeah.
it wasn't that easy. So
Do you want to go with the first one, and then I go?
yeah, I can do.
Yeah.
This topic is very befitting for me this week because I have had a terrible week. So um, most of these phrases are going to apply to me personally
Mhm.
today.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, so the first one I've got, mate, is obviously I'm coming from the British English kind of viewpoint.
Of
So
course.
I've tried to jot down the five things that I probably most commonly
Mhm.
when people are having a bit of a rough time.
Yes.
So the first thing I've got is the phrase "it's one thing after another."
Mhm.
So it's when when you ask somebody what's wrong with them, if they're not in a good place or whatever, you'll hear this a lot. People will
Mhm.
say, "Oh, mate, honestly, it's one thing after the other," and it just means that there's no particular one thing they can focus in on. It's just that
Mhm.
they're having a bad time and it feels like everything's going
Mhm.
wrong.
Mhm.
So yeah, you'll hear that a lot
Yeah.
in England. If you ever visit England, you will hear that a lot.
Mhm.
It's one thing after another.
Yeah. I use that a lot too because we have it in American English and also in Portuguese. So it's commonplace to me. My first one is to be in a pickle or in a jam. Why did I put the two together? Because to be in a pickle is a little old fashioned, and to be in a jam is the modern way to say it, let's say so, in a casual way. And it means to be in trouble or in a difficult situation. I have an example. If you get in a jam, here's my phone number so you can reach me if you need anything. As I said, to be in a jam is when you are in a very difficult situation that you have to deal with or in deep trouble, you know? Like if I need something, like if my car breaks down and I call Gino and say, "Hey man, I'm in a jam. Can you come here?" And he instantly comes to help me out. That's the meaning of to be in a jam. You can say to be in a pickle, which is related to pickle. How'd you like it?
It's good. We don't use the second one. We don't use the word jam in it,
Mm-hmm.
but we do use. You'll hear the word "I'm in a pickle," which
Yeah.
means I'm in a bad situation. I've actually got a
Yeah.
story about that. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if I've told you this before, but when I was young, when I was a teenager, we at Christmas time, my parents used to have some pretty crazy parties where all of the family would come round, and my uncle, he always got really drunk, but he was really drunk on this particular occasion, and we had to ring him a taxi. So what we'd done is we'd put some pickles in his shoes, like literal
Mm-hmm.
pickles,
Yeah.
and then when he was in the taxi on the way home, we were texting him saying, "Dave, are you okay? Or are you in a pickle?" because
Yeah.
because he literally had pickles in his shoes.
Awesome. Awesome. What's your second one?
Right, so this one is the word that the word that's going to carry the meaning is the word
Mm-hmm.
nightmare. Now, a nightmare is a bad dream. We
Mm-hmm.
all know that, but if somebody says to you in British English, "Oh, mate, I'm having an absolute nightmare," it
Mm-hmm.
means they're having a bad time.
Mm-hmm.
So ta- you'll hear that phrase used. Someone's having a nightmare. I'm having a nightmare. I'm having an
Yeah.
absolute nightmare. It just means I'm having a bad time. Another
Mm-hmm.
word you'll hear is as well is shocker. I'm having an
Mm-hmm.
absolute shocker, mate, and it just means I'm having a terrible day.
Yes. Well, my second one is related to this as well. I say it's to be in a rough patch. If you have or get through a rough patch, you have a lot of problems for a time. Like, I am in a rough patch this week because I have to go to the doctor, I have to teach, I have to take care of my kids, and I have to travel with my wife. When you have a lot of problems to solve at the same time, so you are in a rough patch. Do you have this one in the UK?
Yeah, we use that. Yeah, I'm going through a bit of a rough patch. Yeah, we use that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can say to go through a rough patch as well. You know, what is your next one?
Okay, so this one's not really a description of the situation that's bad. This is more of a what's the word I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking for? This is more of a symptom of
Mm-hmm.
things going wrong, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and this is very British. I don't think they use this in American English, although I could be wrong. And if
Mm-hmm.
I am, then you can correct me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the saying, "My head's gone west."
Mm-mm. I never heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can describe someone else's head's going west, or his head's
Mm-hmm.
gone west,
Mm-hmm.
or her head's gone west, my head's
Mm-hmm.
gone west. Obviously, in the
Mm-hmm.
past tense, it'd be went
Mm-hmm.
west.
Mm-hmm.
It just means that your head's not in the right place, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll hear that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
My head's gone west, mate. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and another thing you'll hear as well is um, just the phrase "head's gone." My head's gone. My head's
Mm-hmm.
gone, mate, and it just
Yeah.
means you can't focus, you can't think straight,
Yeah.
um, or you've lost your temper. We use it to describe that as well. If you lose your temper, hey, oh, Ed's gone, and it means that
Mm-hmm.
he's losing his temper, you know, or she's losing her
Yes.
temper.
Yes. I got it. A nice one. I got another one that I really like. It's also the name of a band of the 80s or the 90s. I can remember. Dire Straits. So to be in dire straits is to be in a position of acute difficulty. So let's suppose that somebody has lost their job and they need some help. I don't know, maybe financially or anyway, and you can come to someone and say, let's help John Doe because he's in dire straits. So to be in dire straits is when you are in a very, very difficult situation and you need help from someone else, or if somebody notices that you need help, you know. This is my expression. It also reminds me of the band. Have you heard of this band?
Yeah, I've heard of the
Yeah,
band. Yeah,
yeah,
we
yeah,
don't. Um, I don't hear that in my daily experience. That
yeah,
I know the saying,
yeah,
but people in particularly where I
yeah,
live, they
yeah,
don't tend to use it. But I know that the Americans use it a lot
yeah.
because
Hmm.
I hear it on films and
I,
programs
I
from the
also have
US.
heard
Yeah,
this sentence once my glasses are in dire condition. I need new ones. What's your next one?
yeah. So the next one I've got is the word
Yeah,
joke. Now, obviously, a joke is
yeah,
something you tell to make people laugh.
yeah.
So usually a joke is funny.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but particularly here in
Mm-hmm.
England, we use the word joke to describe
Mm-hmm.
when a situation was bad.
Yeah,
So, example, let's say I had a bad day yesterday, yeah,
yeah,
and somebody says to me, Gino, how was your
mm,
day yesterday, mate? I said, mate, it was an absolute joke,
yeah,
and it just means it was like a complete write-off.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
don't ask me. It was a
Uh-huh.
joke.
Yeah, I got you. I think it's a very good one. The next one that I have is to be in a predicament. A predicament is a difficult, unpleasant, or embarrassing situation. I can tell I don't like to be in crowded places. When I have to go through many people or whatever, I say, "Oh my God, I'm in a predicament. I want to leave this place right now." I thought it was a good expression to put on the list. I use it a lot. Oh, so and so is in a predicament. I am in a predicament. Do you use this expression as well?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I do hear the word predicament.
Yeah.
Probably not all that often.
Mhm.
Uh, Not all that often, mate.
Yeah.
Not,
Yeah.
but we do use it. We do
Mhm.
we do say it.
Mhm. What's your next one?
So this is the last one that I've got, and again,
Okay.
it's not necessarily describing a situation. It's
Mhm.
describing how that situation has left you feeling.
Yeah.
So it's on the brink. I'm on the
Mhm.
brink, which means you're really close to
Mhm.
losing your temper or just
Yeah.
giving up. It means I'm on the brink, mate. I'm just on
Yeah.
the brink. It
Yeah.
just means that the situation is that bad that you're just on the really close, on the edge, so to speak,
Yeah. Yeah.
just on the
Awesome.
brink.
And I have my last one as well, which is to put someone through hell. I have heard that a lot lately, as you say, in movies, on TV, whatever. To put someone through hell means to give someone a very difficult or unpleasant time. Let's suppose that I have to work and I don't have any internet connection to connect with my students. And I can say, oh, this is putting me through hell because I need it to work and I don't have it. So it's an unpleasant and very difficult time that you're having. And then when things come back to normal, then you're fine. And then you say, oh, thank God, everything's fine now. Are you enjoying this format that we're doing now, like a podcast? I'm really into it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I like it. I like because
Yeah,
we can just have a conversation
yeah,
and use the. I think yeah, I do. I like the format
yeah, yeah,
definitely. It's all about what the people watching prefer.
yeah,
So people who are watching this, let us know in the comments. Do you
yeah,
like this podcast setup format?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
also, if you have any ideas that you want us to speak about or
Hmm.
topics, then
Yeah,
also let us know, and we'll do our best to cover them as well.
I agree. It's number 15 already.
Number 15.
A long way, a long way. Well, we are finishing here, and I would like to thank you once again for being here with me and doing this. We know how amazing it is to record together.
It's a
And
pleasure.
what are your final words?
It's a pleasure, brother. Thank you for those who have tuned in. And like I said,
Yeah,
if you've got any
yeah,
topics that you want us to cover, then just let us know,
yeah.
and we'll do our best to do it. Uh,
Hmm.
I hope that the people watching don't have to use any of these phrases because that means they're having a bad time. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. I've had a bad week this week, so I've been using a lot of these
But
phrases.
we are always learning, and that's what matters.
Of course,
We
yeah.
get stronger. I would like to thank everybody. Please comment down below what you think of this new setting or format. See you next month. All right?
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Ciao.
See you later.